Well, alright guys, we are here and we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. That's right, Elimination Chamber is now past us. We're through Elimination Chamber, through Royal Rumble, and now it's full speed ahead to WrestleMania. And that's why I'm live over here, and I will be live every single day leading up to WrestleMania. I think we're going to have a banger of a time, I'm pretty sure we will, but wow. What a weekend has this been for wrestling fans. It doesn't matter if you're just a fan of the WWE or any other promotion. It doesn't even matter if you don't watch the WWE. This past weekend, it was earth-shaking. It was groundbreaking, and the impact of it was really felt across the board. No matter it was the world of professional wrestling, or it was MLB, or Fox News. Everybody, or even ESPN, everybody was talking about John Cena's heel turn. John Cena, after over 2 decades, finally turned heel to the pleasure and maybe the displeasure of a lot of people. Lots of kids, should I say, were quite unhappy or heartbroken or disheartened to see John Cena turning heel. And lots of grown-ups also, I feel the child inside of them also felt, wow, did this really happen? No. The guy who was always lived by hustle, loyalty, respect, all of a sudden he's all about disloyalty, disrespect. It's crazy, and John Cena has really done that. So let's see what tonight's Raw is going to look like, if we're going to be having some fallout from John Cena Cody Rhodes segment, or are we gonna wait until SmackDown to see that fallout? Because we already know that John Cena will not be here this week, at least. According to The Rock, he flew to Africa for some film shooting. We don't know if it's true or was he kayfabing, but according to The Rock, during the press conference, he did mention that John Cena flew back to Africa to resume some film shooting. So he's not expected on TV, at least this week. We'll see how that goes, but until then, we are 10 minutes away from the show kicking off, and we've got Money Badger, by the way, in the house. Great to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. We got Mad Pro Smoke. Good to see you. Welcome. That's right. Hope Raw is good indeed. Anil is also in the house right here. That's right. Hustle, unloyalty, and disrespect. That is what it's all about. If I was, and I'm not, but if I was John Cena's wife, I would be concerned because Mr. Disrespect, unloyalty, you can expect the unexpected from him, so heads up. But we are 10 minutes away, and, just like I said, the impact of it has been felt all across the board, and this is a very interesting video that I came across recently. I have to play it because it tells you just the impact of John Cena's heel turn. This is a video of some kids reacting to Cena turning heel. Look at that. Just take a look at that. The kid looks like he's seen a ghost or something, right? Poor kid. Poor kid. You gotta feel bad for the kid, right? Look at that. He can't even look at the TV screen. Can you believe that? And that's really John Cena for you. He's a generational superstar. We grew up with John Cena, and now there's a whole different generation. The next generation also, they were looking to grow up on John Cena, but, of course he's done what he's done. Poor guy. Well, I guess that's the lesson for you, kids. Don't idolize nobody, right? That's a lesson for you right there. We got my brother True, by the way, in the house. Great to see you, True. Great to see you. Good evening. That's right. Cena making kids cry. That's right. He's doing that. You really got to wonder what his next Make-A-Wish signing or appearance is going to look like. A lot of people are predicting that he's going to be breaking a wish, not making any more wishes. That's interesting. Good to see everybody. Welcome. That's right. Yeah, that really is John Cena in 2025. It's crazy. Look at that. Look at that. And I was questioning the decision at first. I wasn't too sure if this was really the right decision to make. You know, it's a big one. It's a big decision nonetheless, right? John Cena turning heel. You can't go back. Once you do that, you just can't go back on that. But it's a big decision, but maybe it's the right decision because really for years they've been trying to cement Cody Rhodes as the next face of the company, the next big baby face. That's what they've been trying to do. And it's worked to some extent, you know. According to reports, he sells his merchandise pretty well. You see people, you know, cheering and chanting along with him when he's making his entrance, when he's doing everything else. He seems to be super popular, but he's still not the next John Cena, right? I mean, he really is not the next John Cena. You can't idolize Cody Rhodes like you did John Cena for years and years and years, especially with that neck tattoo. It's a little hard to do that. And for people like me, who are always critical of everything and everybody, I was not a Cody Rhodes fan. So by turning John Cena heel and portraying him as the ultimate bad guy, right? And having him align with the baddest guy from all, The Rock, and putting these two together up against Cody Rhodes, the face of the company, it really makes him that instantly big baby face that every good person wants to be behind, right? I mean, you can't help but cheer for Cody when he's put up against John Cena, the bad man, and The Rock, the bad man. So 2 plus 2 is 4, and this perfectly adds up. So I feel like this is a genius decision business-wise because John Cena has already made his money. He's already had his run. He already has his big Hollywood career in front of him. So turning him heel at this point is okay because he's already made his money as the face, right? He's already exhausted all of that channels. He's already sold all of his merchandise. Now, by turning heel, he's gonna sell even more. So it's a very smart decision business-wise, a very smart one. And we've got more comments right here. We got True saying Cena doing what he has wanted to do for years. Yes, and you know, during an interview with Chris Van Vliet, John Cena did say that there was a time when a heel turn involving John Cena and The Rock was actually discussed and was supposed to happen. So maybe something like this was supposed to happen a long time ago. It's finally happening now, but I guess it's for the good. A lot of people also predicting that maybe this will lead in the future, it's going to lead to The Rock versus Roman Reigns, because when Rock is done with Cena, when Rock is done with Cody, all roads will lead to The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania one day. That's being predicted. It could be true. The Rock is so heavily involved right now, and I'm not gonna lie, I like it. I like it. We got Rita in the house. Good to see him. Money Batter says the ball looks That's right, yeah. It really does. I'm not sure if that makes him look like a grumpy old grandpa or what, but it definitely, the bald spot looks evil. That's true. That's true. Once again, great to see everybody. I hope you all are doing well and you all enjoyed Elimination Chamber. Just like I said, we're going to be here live now every single day leading up to WrestleMania. We're going nowhere. We're going to have a good time. But before we get to that, there is something that I need to share with all of you if you haven't seen it already. You know, I'm something of a rapper myself, and I was feeling a little bit, creative last night. I sat down, I wrote a rap about Elimination Chamber. That's how much I enjoyed Elimination Chamber, that I sat down and I wrote a rap about it. So without further ado, I'm going to play it for you guys right now. Let's listen in, and I'll try not to cringe. 1 second, let me play it. But it's available on YouTube if you haven't seen it already.
Moonsault hits, bang, that's insane. Priest got Drew, thought he was sad. Claymore kick, nah, not yet. Logan and flying, Punk said no. Genius hit, Paul said let's go. Rollins gets down, yeah, that was tight. Punk stood tall, it's a two-man fight. Owens, Orton running up strong. RKO, KO's gone. Orton snapped, man, don't test. Chair to the back, KO gets wrecked. Cena, Punk, crowds in the trance. STF long, Punk had no chance. Cena stood up, the crowd was shook. Then The Rock said, hold up, look. Cody stood tall, but The Rock ain't right. Give me your soul, but Cody said fight. Cena turned heel, fans lost control. Sold his soul, now Rock's in control. Elimination Chamber, wild as hell. Road to Mania, let's ring that bell.
Yeah, probably will delete that later, so If you guys want to take a picture or screen record or something, do it, because I definitely got to be deleting that later. It's like, when you're so intoxicated by the love of wrestling, you do stupid shit, and that's one of the stupid shit that I did. So, yeah, definitely check it out. Screen record it. Save it, save it somewhere, because it's going down. It's going down. Once again, great to see everybody. Thank you. Money Batter says AJ dropping bars. That's right. That's what we do right here. We drop them bars. That's right, Money Batter. You got it. My brother, by the way, Andy is in the house. Great to see you, Andy. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. We got Ricky, my brother, in the house as well. We got Anil right here as well. Good to see you. Nigel just joined the party. Money Badger in the house. True in the house. Is this not the best night ever? We're back. We're so back. Great to see everybody once again. That's right, AJ, the real doctor of thugonomics, says Anil. And I've got to say, somebody had to do it, because the doctor of thugonomics, he left his job, so somebody had to take that position, and Doctor is in the house. You got it. Yeah, they're still deleting it. No matter how much you praise it, guys, I'm still deleting it. That's right. AJ is better than Travis Scott. Yeah, I think so. I think so, actually. If Cody Rhodes is looking for his Travis Scott, he's got one right here. Cody, give me a call. No, Brandy's not going to allow. My God, we got Andrew in the house. Great to see you, brother. Welcome. Delete later, AJ. That was a bad rap, says Ricky. Wow, Ricky. I think we want to start a feud right here, right? Let's start a feud. Ricky Moneybetter says, I still remember AJ with sunglasses. That version of AJ was supposed to come back, especially tonight, especially during the rap. But then I realized I forgot my sunglasses somewhere else. So I don't have them on me right now. Otherwise, I would be wearing sunglasses right now. But I forgot them, so what do we do? Ricky says, AJ is the bad man. My favorite song, John Cena. Really? Yeah. Vintage song, really. I really wonder, you brought up your favorite song, Bad Man. It kind of makes me wonder, what is John Cena gonna do? What song is he gonna pick? Is he still gonna come out to The Time Is Now? Or is he gonna be picking a different song now? A different theme song in forever, really? Is he gonna be the doctor of thugonomics? Or is that way past him, and is he gonna, maybe lend a song from somebody else? What is it gonna be? I wonder. Any guesses, guys? What do you think? Is he gonna come out to the current theme song, the one that he's always used, or is he gonna switch things up? Let me know. We got Ricky saying, this is a heel Ricky, no more baby face Rick. Yes, see, okay. Everybody turning heel in 2025. Yeah, okay. And he says, I've always been a heel. I say, okay, everybody wants to turn heel in 2025. Okay, all right, okay. We are kicking off. That's right. We are kicking this bad baby off right now. And Raw, by the way, for us, WWE wasn't available on Netflix so far, but it's going to be available on Netflix, I believe, starting April or March end. So WrestleMania is going to be on Netflix for us as well, so I'm super excited about that, super thrilled about that. Yeah, it's time, guys. The show is kicking right off, and this is going to be a good one. Let's sit back and enjoy this thing. Okay. We're kicking things off. This one's going to be good. I'm ready. Andrew says it's going to be The Rock's new song. Interesting. Okay. It's about the drive. It's about the power. We stay hungry. We devour. I like it. Okay, it's got to be good. Everybody has been a heel at some point in their lives. It's true. That's true. Wow, we are 47 days away from WrestleMania. Thanks for the reminder. So close. Yeah, but it was funny because when John Cena turned heel on Cody, one of the first chants that you heard from the crowd was John Cena sucks. And it's funny because they've been chanting John Cena sucks even when he was ultra babyface. So when he turned heel, it was interesting. It was funny. AJ, I'll be having WrestleMania on Peacock. That's nice, Andy. That's great. Okay. By the way, what did you guys feel about Drake being live and in attendance at Elimination Chamber? And the one thing that I really liked about Drake being there, I know a lot of people don't like Drake these days, so you won't actually, I don't know if it's even politically correct to praise Drake in public, but I'm going to do it. The one thing that I liked about Drake being there was that he was there for, I believe, the entirety of the show. Like, he was there throughout the show. And I've seen this in person. Whenever you see an appearance from a celebrity or a wrestler ringside at a WWE event, they are there for the camera spot. And when the camera is on them, they sit there, they do their thing. 2 minutes later, they're out of there. But Drake was seated there. He was seated for the entirety of the show. And he seemed to have a good-ass time. So that's what I really liked about it. I'm not sure where this is going to lead to, but I do know that in this world, nothing happens without a reason, especially in the WWE world. So for Drake being there, right, and him just being there throughout the show and posting about it and whatnot, I have a feeling that Drake is going to get back at Kendrick Lamar at WrestleMania. The Super Bowl of wrestling. I think it can happen. I mean, that's me. That's me. Let me know what you think. But I feel like I've been pitching for a halftime show at WrestleMania since forever, and I feel like the Drake being there at Elimination Chamber just a month prior to WrestleMania, right after the Kendrick Lamar stunt, I got a feeling that he's gonna get back at Lamar at WrestleMania. I've got a feeling. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's me. Let me know what you guys think. We got True saying Cena's always been a heel. He's always been a heel. Interesting. Okay. Ricky says why Drake was there. Didn't care about Drake. Says True. Okay. Ricky says I love to see Drake versus Lamar in a match. Only in the and WWE is the only place to do it. But I heard Logan Paul sang the Kendrick song. Yeah. Logan Paul. He was sketching, like he always does in the chamber pod. He sketched OVO. I'm not sure what that really means, to be honest, but he did that and Drake liked it. I'm assuming it's a Drake album or something. I'm assuming. We got Ricky saying I will team Kendrick Lamar all the way because Drake is not like us. They're not like us. Okay, all right. Okay, we're here now. Alright, this is going to be a good episode, you can already tell. We got title matches, we got the world title match, we got the women's intercontinental title match. By the way, what do you guys feel about the women's mid-card titles being introduced now? We haven't talked about it really because I haven't been here so much, right? But now that we're here, what do you guys feel about the women's mid-card titles being introduced finally? The US title, the IC title. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know what you guys feel because it's definitely a big move, right? It's a big move. And let's see what else do we have here. Oh, wow. We're kicking things off in a big way, it seems. CM Punk is right here. Interesting. Okay, CM Punk is here, and he looks fired up. He really does. We got Andy saying, I don't care about the WrestleMania match between Rhea and Bianca. Okay, alright. Oh no, CM Punk is mad. It should have been Rhea versus Jade for me, says Money. Yep. Seems like Jade is headed in a different direction now. She's a bad, bad girl as well. And CM Punk is angry. Look at that. Tossing the prime bottle. Wait.
This is gonna be a lot of fun. Not for you, but for me.
Wow.
Liable to get us canceled off of Netflix right now.
He's gonna get us canceled off Netflix. Interesting.
Consider this a state of the union address as we are far deep into the road of WrestleMania, an event which some people seem to think that I've exhausted all opportunities of main eventing.
Poor guy.
Me to address my enemies, and since my name is CM Punk, that means everyone.
Wow. That's a statement.
Who's the first target tonight? Give me a name.
What a way to kick off the show, guys. He said Rollins, didn't he?
Listen up, Dwayne, you bald fraud.
Oh, okay.
You think because you're on the board of directors you're immune from criticism? Well, you don't know who you're dealing with. You are dealing with the best in the world.
Wow. Wow.
Middle-aged and crazy, walked back into the WWE after 10 years and literally marched through hell to receive opportunities at the big dance. And you, Mr. Midlife Crisis, just decide to walk in when you feel like it and hide behind the fact that you think you're a bigger star than everybody here. I would love to say all of this to your face, but you have not graced us with your presence to do your bullshit.
Is this Pipe Bomb 2025? Mr. Midlife Crisis?
About this business that gives you goosebumps.
That was incredible.
I've never been so delusional. I have never been so desperate to wear a fake title.
That was incredible. Wow. He just called The Rock Mr. Midlife Crisis.
Proclaim myself the people's champion because I don't deserve it. I earned it. I have never
Holy crap.
to sell my soul. And that brings me to you, John Cena.
CM Punk's going off right now.
Well, now we can all see through you. You stole something from me in the Elimination Chamber. A match that after 20 years of hustle, loyalty, and respect, I gave you the benefit of the doubt when you didn't qualify. I thought what you did in the past secured your future. You're not gonna fool me twice. Hustle, loyalty, and respect for 20 plus years, and now everybody sees what I've known all along, that you've been selling all these people and all these kids bullshit.
Wow. Man, this is really Pipe Bomb 2025.
Who gave up in the Elimination Chamber? It wasn't me. You'll never see CM Punk give up on his dreams of main eventing WrestleMania. Ironically, Mr. Don't Quit, Mr. Don't Give Up, you gave up on yourself. You gave up on all of these people. You gave up on all those kids. The joke's on you. I'm going to see you down the road. And I'm going to get my hands on the both of you bald frauds. And when I do...
Bald frauds. Wait.
Then I never did.
Cena literally got a hair transplant and Punk really calling him out bald? I like that. That's funny.
Who currently has all my undivided
Seth Rollins?
little brother Seth Rollins.
Ah, okay. Knew it.
Becky Lynch, you better come get your man because if I do, I'm gonna put him in a wheelchair. Seth Rollins, self-professed.
Oh, and here he is. There we go. Call the devil and devil's here. Seth Rollins is here. We got Andy saying Punk wife AJ Lee needs to give him more alone time. I see. Well, Punk's pissed, and there you go. Rollins and Punk brawling it out right now. And I've got to say, that was an incredible intro, incredible start to the episode. What a beginning. Wow. That was incredible. What a way to kick this off, really. I mean, the tensions were high at the Elimination Chamber, and really, we're starting off, we're continuing the tension right here as we start Raw. Incredible. Look at that, man. They're going they're going all out right now. Look at that. Look at that. Ricky says, hope we get a heel John Cena versus CM Punk at SummerSlam. Yeah, that match will happen for sure. Even the little showdown that we saw in Elimination Chamber was incredible. So I can't wait to see a full-on match between heel John Cena and CM Punk. It will happen. It's going to happen for sure. There's no doubt about that. And here we are now. A lot of people were predicting that we're possibly going to be seeing a triple threat here between Punk, Rollins, and Reigns. But just like True said like a couple weeks ago, a triple threat for what, right? For what? So, which makes me think that Reigns is most likely not going to be involved here. It's only going to be Rollins and Punk. You're right about that, Andy. Trish did look great at Chamber. She's fantastic. Man, these security guards, I feel bad for them, especially, after Chamber. First it was Randy and now it's Punk taking them out. You know when Jason Jordan appears on your TV screen, shit's going down. So I'd like to see more of him, right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. It's a good episode when Jason Jordan shows up. Oh, here we are. There you go. Wow. This is literally the worst security I've ever seen. 12 people and they can't separate 2 people? Okay. The fans chanting, "This is awesome." Rightfully so. Oh, yeah, this is literally the worst security I've ever seen. Wow. I agree. I absolutely agree, Matt Pro Smoke. That was a heck of a way to kick off the episode, really. I mean, usually you see people, we're starting out with the promo. They come out with their intro. They get to the ring, they're interacting with the crowd, and they start talking. The typical traditional promo. But CM Punk came out here all fired up, all angry. He had no time for BS. He got on the table. He started talking trash. He called The Rock a midlife crisis. He called John Cena bald. Yeah, that really was a mini pipe bomb of 2025. That was beautiful. That was music to my ears. That's the CM Punk that really I've been craving to have on my TV screen. So that was fantastic. I loved every bit of it. And even that brawl, the security guards were the worst. I would never recommend anybody hiring them. But that brawl was incredible. I loved it. That was great. And we got a question here from my brother Andy. AJ, do you like WWE's LFG? I like the concept, but I haven't had the pleasure of watching an episode because it's not available here. So I haven't been able to watch an entire episode. I've seen clips and bits of it online as they're posted on social media, and I like the concept of it. It feels like it's tough enough, but more accessible to the fans, right? You see a lot more going down in the industry than you did with Tough Enough. So I like it. I like it. What about you, Andy? What about you, everybody else? Let me know. How do you feel about LFG? And they're coming up with a lot of different programs, by the way. Stephanie McMahon is going to have her own podcast, and they're going out now with the content. So appreciate that. We got Anil saying, nice. That's right, Anil. I see ya. That's right. The security guards are from LFG, says Andrew. Really? Thanks, Natik. Thanks for sharing that. Terrible security. They got to work on that. I hope they get a scolding from Coach Taker next time they're there. But I saw a clip from LFG, and it was of a lady who approached The Undertaker, right? She called him Coach Taker, which was interesting. She called him Coach Taker, and she said, because of my size and my height and everything else, I want to use a move that's the most accessible and easy to do, and it just fits me perfectly. So I want to use the Hell's Gate. Can I use the Hell's Gate? And Taker was like, you've been in the industry for a minute or 2 minutes, and you want to use a move that I've been using for 30 long years? Really? And that was interesting. I liked it. Let's see. We got Andy saying AJ, the guy BJ, was kicked out from it. Really? Okay. 2K25 this month, says Money Badger. Yeah, 2K25 is coming out in a couple days now. But I've only got one sentence for it. Who got time for that? Actually, not time, but money for that. Really? I mean, 2K25. 2K's got to work really hard for me to buy their games anymore. Look, I used to buy every single 2K WWE game. Forget about 2K. Every single one of them. You can see them lined up behind me everywhere, right? Literally. I used to buy every single one of them. And that too, lately, I had been buying only deluxe editions. The most expensive editions. But I bought 22, 23, 20, 24, 23. And I stopped at 23. And I've bought every single game before that as well, but I stopped at 23. And that's because it felt so repetitive. And now with 2K games, it's so ugly because, 2K24 was available on PlayStation Plus, so I got it for free there. But, the game is it's so ugly now because 2K wants to milk money out of people. So they make the games ugly. By ugly, I don't mean the actual game. I mean the interface, the user interface. For example, now if you want to pick a superstar, for your match or for your game, you don't have that Mortal Kombat kind of a screen where you just see the superstars' faces and you quickly scroll over to them. Now you've got to go through a list of names, right? The entire list of names, A to Z. Gotta find your favorite superstar. But in those list of names, you'll see a lot of names that you can't play as because they are DLCs. So instead of having a separate section for DLCs, they got those DLCs listed under, all superstar names that you have on your game. And you'll see a lot of names like CM Punk or everybody or a lot of other people who you maybe want to play as. And you click on them and it says, oh, you gotta pay for it. And stuff like this didn't exist in WWE games ever, but it does exist now, and that's because of 2K. So 2K and their practices of milking more money from the fans and spoiling your experience and whatnot, it's just beyond me, and I don't feel like paying money for it, because even if you pay, let's say, $60 for a full game, the interface will make you feel like you don't have the full game. You'll never have the full game because you got to keep paying them more and more money. So, 2K is beyond me. And it's not just the interface, it's also the gameplay. I don't enjoy it as much. So, they got to work really hard for me to buy their game. Really, I'm upset. I'm upset with 2K. But let's see what else do we have here. Let me know if everybody else is going to be buying a 2K game. I like it. You got to see a different side of the coaches, says Andrew. Now, I can imagine. I did see the clips, and I liked what I saw as well. It makes you feel like you see a different aspect of wrestling, one that you'd never seen before. Yeah, it gives you access to it. Let's see. Ricky says, I know it's any show debuting on Wednesday on Tubi. It's WWE Evolution. Okay. I'll check it out as well. Thanks for that, Ricky. We are here now backstage with the Judgment Day. Wow. It's going down. You can tell it's going down. Carlito is so slick. I mean, I don't even know what he's doing in the Judgment Day, but he's doing something, you know. He's there. All right. We got Jonathan, my brother, in the house, by the way. Good to see you, Jonathan. Welcome. And he says, big up AJ, big up everybody in the chat. Hope you're all doing well. Great to see you, my brother, Jonathan. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. I'm still not happy, says Jonathan. We knew Drew versus Priest was rumored for WrestleMania. Seth versus Punk as well. Logan Paul was never going to win the Chamber. A Cena win was on the cards from the beginning. Yeah, it was quite predictable, but I feel the ending changed everything, because if Cena would have won, I don't think people would have still complained, a lot of people, because it's, you know, it's his farewell tour, it's his last ever Chamber, so you gotta be nice and give him the win, right? So I don't see a lot of people getting upset over it, but the ending changed everything. Now their minds are blown, and nobody's talking about how predictable this thing was, but everybody's talking about the heel turn, which was, you know, really absolutely unpredictable. And here we are now with Gunther. Let's see.
So before I embarrass you right now, big boy, let me explain some things to you. I mean, first, I know you're strong. Strong as an ox, actually. And some, they call you a freak of nature, but to me,
Who calls him a freak of nature?
you belong in the same category as Jey Uso, a people pleaser that makes a clown of himself to entertain a degenerate audience. And it does not belong in my sacred ring.
What do I say? I agree with Gunther over here. Not about the degenerate audience part, but about the people pleaser.
Because they like you. But what you don't understand is they pity you. I mean, let's be honest. Come on. For one moment. Full honesty. Have you looked yourself in the mirror this morning? Well, because I did. And what I saw was me wearing the World Heavyweight Championship as a belt, while you can't find a belt that fits.
Oh my gosh. They're going off right now. They're going off. Can't find a bell that fits. That's okay. Wow.
you something about respect right now.
Okay, Gunther. This guy's going off tonight.
Because just like Jey Uso at WrestleMania, so much for sportsmanship. The ring is sacred, and yet he takes a cheap shot at Otis as his matchup gets
I'm sorry, I love Gunther, but his title run, it hasn't been for me. I don't know. Should I blame him for getting rid of Vinci and Kaiser? Because I feel like the whole thing was a lot better when he had the two around him all the time. But okay, his title run hasn't been my cup of tea at all. I've got to be honest. Let me know if you guys have enjoyed his title run. But for me, it's been nice having the title around his waist. I've always wanted to see it, but the title run itself hasn't really been for me. Let me know. What do you guys feel? Kick to the gut. There you go. Shoulder tackle. Oh, that was a big ass boot. All right, he's got to go for another one. Oh, that was a big ass boot again. And there you go. Otis. Oh, my goodness. You got to feel bad for Otis. I mean, Gunther is right. I do kind of pity him now, right? I do pity Otis now. Yeah, Otis looks angry. I'm not sure what is he got to do exactly with that anger, but he does look angry. Gunther grabs him by his beard. Otis! Okay. Wow. He's going off right now. Just tossing Gunther just like that. Hell yeah, Otis. I like that. Hey, don't get a big man angry, right? You don't know what's going to come to you. We got Andy saying Gunther's reign is stale because Hunter and everybody, they've got no clue what to do with him. Maybe you're right. But, who knows? WrestleMania 41, things could change. Gunther versus Jey Uso. Maybe we see an anticlimactic finish and Gunther actually destroys Jey Uso. He destroys the Yeet movement, if you want to call it a movement. He destroys it. He puts an end to it. Maybe that could happen at WrestleMania 41. Who knows? I'd like for that to happen. Let's make WrestleMania 41 the most anticlimactic WrestleMania of all times and have all the heels win all the big-ass titles. Let's do that. John Cena winning the world title, Gunther winning the world title, all the heels yeeting. I would like that a lot. We got Jonathan says, yes, Andy, there you go. We got Jonathan only wants to see titles around Drew McIntyre. That's love and dedication for McIntyre right there, Jonathan. I like that. We got Jonathan saying, I have a feeling Uso will beat Gunther, then whoever will win Money in the Bank, they'll cash it in on Jay. Yeah, it's likely. It could happen. Don't get me wrong, guys. I don't doubt Jey Uso's in-ring ability at all. But I'm a little bit worried about his match at WrestleMania. I mean, I had big-ass expectations from Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso last year at WrestleMania XL, WrestleMania 40. I had big expectations from him. But the match ended up being not so great. And even Jay and Jimmy, even they acknowledged the fact that the match was not so great, that the match was disappointing to the fans, to themselves. They were not happy with the performance. They were not happy with how the match turned out to be. So this guy's fighting for the world title this time at WrestleMania. I hope that, this match is going to be a different scenario altogether and we actually get a good match out of it. Because really, it's a make it or break it kind of an opportunity for Jey Uso. So hopefully, it's got to be a good match when he's under super pressure at WrestleMania. Let's see, what else do we have here? We've got Otis. That's a big man he just tossed. That's right, Andrew. You don't anger a big man. And here we are now, back from the commercial break. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I actually like the black ring mat. I actually like the production change that, TKO has brought about, especially since transitioning over to Netflix. I like the black and the red a lot better than the white and the red. I like the black mat. I do. Let me know what you guys feel. But, a white canvas with all those logos, it kind of looked off and a little bit messy. But a black mat with all those logos on it, it looks neat to me. So I like it. I like it. Yeah. We got Jonathan says, imagine if Roman Reigns wins Money in the Bank. That would make things interesting. Indeed. You know what would be interesting? If CM Punk wins the Money in the Bank and he goes after John Cena with the briefcase, now that would be interesting. And it would be kind of a deja vu because if you go back to 2011, right? I believe. I think it was 2011. It's been a long time. But John Cena, he won the Money in the Bank briefcase. And he decided, first time ever, to cash in on CM Punk by announcing his cash in. That's how big of a babyface John Cena used to be, right? He's the only one in history who has announced that, yeah, I'm going to be cashing in next Monday on Raw. And it was like a legit championship match, as opposed to just cashing in surprise. But Cena cashed it in on CM Punk, and he became the first person ever, if I'm not wrong, to not win the championship upon cashing in, courtesy of the Big Show. So that was that. Yeah, that was it. We got Andy saying Jacob Fatu should have been the guy fighting for the U.S. belt. I have not watched any Raw since it joined Netflix, says Andy. Okay, my brother. And Gunther now with a big ass chop here to Otis. All right, another chop right here to Otis. Otis is feeling it. Look at that. Another chop to Otis. Otis Mania is running wild. Oh. And it's a chop mania right now. It's a chopping party. They're chopping it up. There you go. Wow. Man, look at that. Whew. A boot to the face of Otis, and man, look at that. That's the world champion that Otis has been tossing around tonight. Look at that. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. What in the world is happening? Even the caterpillar now on Gunther. Yeah, all right, he kicked out. What in the world is happening right now? I like that. Hearts in the chat for Drew McIntyre. Okay, Jonathan, everybody hearts in the chat for McIntyre. If you love him, that is. And here we are now. Oh, Gunther rolls out. Wow. Hey, Otis did the best that he could. And I'll be honest, I was surprised to see a lot of it, but wow. Hey, he tried. He tried. Oh, kicked out. Didn't expect Otis to defeat Gunther or anything, but that was good to watch. That was great to watch, yeah. AJ, are you going to be doing WWE pay-per-view events, or would you do AEW event, or they're going to have? Yeah, we're going to be here, brother. So, first, we're going to be kicking off things with WWE events because we're on the road to WrestleMania, but also we're going to pick up AEW. I don't want to get too much in the basket right now because, then it just gets too overwhelming and, we can't do anything. So, we're starting off with WWE, but we're going to add AEW as well. And there you go. Gunther with the victory. That's right, Jonathan. Thank you. Yeah, and I know with the YouTube, the notifications can be tricky. But here we are now. Gunther with the victory. Hey, I didn't expect Otis to defeat him, but that beating was worth watching. I liked it. I enjoyed every bit of it. And there we go. Aww. Akira Tozawa. Isn't that cute? Oh, poor guy. Akira Tozawa and Carlito. You know, oh, there you go. Here we are now. Jey Uso in the house. There you go. I can't believe I'm doing this right now, but it's contagious. What do I say? And here we are now, Jey Uso. That nice spear. All right, we're 42 days away from Yeet Mania taking over. Hey, that title actually looked good on in his hands, right? It was pretty good. You know, don't ask me how, but if you do this for 5 minutes, it's quite a workout. Don't ask me how I know it, but it's a workout. It amazes me how Vince McMahon wanted Austin Theory to be the next John Cena, and he's ended up being this now. But this is exactly what, I always saw him as, right? A goof. And it makes sense to me, but for Vince McMahon to see him as the next John Cena, and you know what? People believed it. People kind of agreed with Vince back then. A lot of people online, they were like, yeah, he is the guy. Look closer. If you haven't already, look closer. He's got the X Factor. And I tried to look closer. I tried to use my prescription glasses. I tried to use my sunglasses. I tried to use a magnifying glass. I couldn't see it. But I did see this. Wait a second. Gunther now has Jey in a headlock. Wow. Poor Jey Uso. Gunther, you might try to pull a John Cena, but you're not going to make me forget the fact that Otis was literally kicking your arse like 10 minutes ago. He was tossing you around like nothing. Yeah, try acting all tough now, Gunther. We got, there we go, he's still there. Andrew says, I like the crossover things that's going on between TNA and NXT. Yeah, it's nice. And, we had the Hardy Boys in NXT last week, so it's special. And we're going to be having a big crossover match as well with the Hardys, so it's great. We got Ricky saying, I try not to yeet. Andy says, I'm not yeeting AJ. Wow. I was also team no yeet all this time, but now, just like I said, it's contagious, and I guess I'm infected with the yeet virus, and I can't stop yeeting every time I see Jey Uso. It's fun, We got Jones that says, Andrew, we're just going to focus on Raw SmackDown for the moment as we're on the road to WrestleMania. That's right, Jonathan. Thanks for that, my brother. But we're going to be creating more content as we keep going. There's going to be a plethora of content as well as more raps along the way, so stay tuned. Everybody's checked out my rap, right? Yeah. Okay, we got Anil says, Austin's U.S. title run was okay. I agree, but keep it to that. He didn't need to get anywhere near the world title. And then it got weird, right? I mean, because yeah, Vince McMahon was super duper behind him, and then you got the golden egg thing, and it was weird. Like Vince McMahon was trying to recreate something like, I don't even know what to say, the Tomb Raider or something in the WWE, and the golden egg thing was just weird. I mean, I understand that wrestling is scripted and you've got fantasy and everything in there, but the golden egg, really, it made no sense. And Austin Theory to be the center of the whole golden egg thing, it just made me throw up. So what do I say? I still haven't recovered from it. Or should I say Austin Theory has not recovered from it? Let's see. Believe the system, says Andy. That's right. Will there be a revolution? Yes! Yes, there will be a Revolution Watch Along. We're not missing any pay-per-view. We're not missing any pay-per-view. There will be a Revolution Watch Along. John Cena staring at me when I said we're not missing any pay-per-view when we just missed Elimination Chamber. But I wasn't sure about that, but we're here now and we're not going anywhere. Moose vs. Oba will be epic, says Andrew. Without a doubt, brother. It's going to be badass. We got Jonathan says, hi, true. Much love. There you go. I like Michael Cole so much because he said there's a brand new podcast that's coming up, and then he had to look down to read what the podcast name is, and it was the simplest of names, Raw Recap. But he had to make sure. Yeah, I like that. Michael Cole is great. But Raw Recap, a new podcast. If there haven't been enough podcasts already, we got another one.
On the right is your Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria. On the left, Ivy Nile. They battle it out for the championship.
Man, you know what? Don't come for me when I say this, but Ivy Nile, I don't know what's going on, but it seems like they're giving her the Ronda Rousey makeup. Like, look at the eyeshadow and everything that she was wearing. Literally, it reminded me of Ronda Rousey. Even the braids and stuff. Like, come on. She's no Ronda Rousey, and I've got to say the worst thing that ever happened to Ronda Rousey in the WWE was the makeup that she started to receive. It was terrible. It was horrendous. So, yeah, Ivy Nile definitely should not receive the same makeup. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's not cool. It's not cool. We got Ron Killing's heel turn will be next. Oh, my goodness. I'm so glad you brought that up because, man, Ron's been so upset about John Cena turning heel. He's been questioning himself. He's been questioning everything on social media. If you look at his posts, he's traumatized by the fact that John Cena's turned heel. It's so funny, but R-Truth is truly traumatized by John Cena's heel turn. And Andy says Michael Cole will be retiring soon. Hopefully, we'll have a replacement lined up. Michael Cole did mention that Corey Graves is great. He had high praise for Corey Graves, which I'm not sure if he generally meant it, but he did recently praise Corey Graves a lot. So who knows? Who knows? Right now, they've got a lot of, good faces on the commentary booth. You got Wade Barrett, and Wade Barrett's good on the commentator's desk. I would give him a solid B+. I wouldn't give him an A or an A-. I would give him a B+. It's good to hear Wade, but he's no Michael Cole. Let's just say that. Joe is great, but he's still, kind of new, and you don't get that same, and you do get that energy. He's got a lot of experience behind him, right, covering all sorts of sports. But that Michael Cole factor still isn't there. Then you talk about the NXT announcers, commentators, whatnot. You got Booker T in there as well. It's cool, but Michael Cole, somebody stepping into his shoes right now. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be somebody from the current, plethora of commentators, but we'll find out. Let me know what you guys feel. Who could replace Mike Cole in the future? Let me know. We got Christopher right here, by the way. Chris, good to see you. Welcome. Great to see you. Roxanne and Bailey, it's going to be badass. Poor R-Truth is here. Go after him. I know. Poor R-Truth is traumatized. Who would win, Ronda Rousey or Prime Rhea Ripley? It's so sad because, I don't know, should we call Prime Ronda Rousey? I mean, should we even call the WWE version of Ronda Rousey Prime? Because it was so short-lived. Her WWE run was so terribly short-lived. It's sad. I really enjoyed... I still cannot believe it. I think about it, right? I still cannot believe it, any bit of it. I really enjoyed Ronda Rousey's time as, a WWE superstar. I still remember the hype around it. I remember WrestleMania 31, The Rock holding her hand, helping her jump over the barricade, getting in the ring, sharing the stage, the segment with Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. All things leading up to WrestleMania 32 when Ronda Rousey teamed up with Kurt Angle, and they had the big ass match against Triple H and Stephanie. It was incredible. I still get goosebumps when I think about it. It was amazing, and then you think about what happened with her later on in her WWE run. When she was super disliked and nobody liked her. It seemed like even she didn't enjoy being there. From going, from being such a big ass WWE fan all the way down to just hating wrestling and writing negatively about it. It's terrible, and it's one of the worst things that's happened, in my opinion, to wrestling and a wrestling fan, because it's not just the fans who are let down by Ronda Rousey's run. It's Ronda Rousey herself who was let down by not just her own run, but wrestling. It's sad. Yeah, the Ronda Rousey wrestling love story came to a crashing end, and it is terrible. It's terrible. What do I say? Yeah. All right. We got a UFC guy over here. I'm just gonna call him a UFC guy. I got no idea. But good to see him, I guess. Right? Good to see him. I'll be right back, guys. 1 second.
John Cena and WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes. So what do you make of the ending of Elimination Chamber?
I didn't see that coming. John Cena selling out. Lucas really not that hard when you think about it. You know what I mean? Oh,
All right, we're back here. We're back. Oh, is that Karrion Kross? Oh, okay. Man, I still remember the days when we used to make fun of AJ Styles and his hairstyle. Look at Karrion Kross now. I mean, I couldn't even pay attention to AJ Styles' hairstyle when I saw Karrion Kross. Yeah. Man, I love Karrion, but I cannot take him seriously with that hairstyle. He's got the same hairstyle as Scarlett Bordeaux. Speaking of Bordeaux, where the hell has she been? Thanks, Jonathan. Right back here. All right. I love Karrion, but okay. Weird. All right, we got Ivy Nile here. Speaking of stylists, Ivy Nile's definitely got the same stylist as Ronda Rousey did. Look at that makeup. Look at those braids. Look at everything else going on there. It's the late Ronda Rousey run, right? It's the same thing. She's been on her YouTube channel. Is she still under the WWE payroll? I haven't seen her. I swear I haven't seen her in ages on WWE television. And we got Lyra right here. Man, I've got so much love for Lyra. She's great. And that Intercontinental Championship, it looks fantastic around her. Lyra is great. Ivy Nile did not get an entrance. Chris, and as the legend says, right? If you don't get an entrance, you're not gonna get the win. So I feel like we already have a little bit of a spoiler right here. Ivy Nile is not taking home the Intercontinental Championship, not tonight, and especially not with that Ronda Rousey makeup. It's not gonna happen. All right, no yeeting in the chat. Jonathan, what's going on over here? Yeet. Yeah, come on. Share the love, share the yeet. It's easy, it's simple. They hardly show both entrances on Netflix, it's true. Okay. All right, let's see. And here we are now. Shotzi's on NXT. Yep, Shotzi NXT indeed. And here we are now, Lara kicking this off. The drop kick, and Ivy Nile's down. Lara with a series of kicks straight to the head and some knee strikes to the gut and the head. It's going down for real right now. There you go. Irish whip over here from Lara. Ivy Nile. There you go. Lara is flying around over here. There, one more time. Going for the cover. Ivy Nile with a kick out. Irish whip once again. Oh! Really, Andy? Now that's spooky, isn't it? Wow. Well, I guess it's still true to Karrion Kross and Scarlett's gimmick to do this kind of stuff. But okay, wow. Thanks for sharing that, Andy. I had no idea. That's spooky. I know, Matt Smoke. Shotzi on SmackDown was nice. Yeah, it was nice. I'm pretty sure True knows exactly. I'm pretty sure True knows exactly what came to her mind when I thought about Shotzi on SmackDown. Yeah, those days, there was only one thing that we used to talk about back when we used to see Shotzi appearing on SmackDown. And I'm not going to say it right now because I know True knows and a lot of other people probably also know, but okay. Jonathan says, speaking of entrances, it was about 20 minutes before the chamber began due to how long the entrances took. Yeah, the entrances were long, I know. I did notice that as well. The entrances were long. Yeah, even after the men's chamber match, the Rock and Cody, they took forever to get to the ring. Yeah. Yeah, True knows exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, Shotzi will be returned to the main roster soon. Yeah, good for her. Lara's hurt. She's down. All right, with that being said, we are back on a commercial break right here. Let's see, what else do we have going on? Let's see. By the way, it's so much fun watching this show here together. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And let's see. Just trying to see if something interesting has popped up. This is definitely interesting, and I want to get your opinion on this, guys. What do you feel? Because we've got this coming up, right? You see it right here. That Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, they have been cleared for an in-ring return. So Bo Dallas has been cleared for an in-ring return. We haven't seen the Wyatt Six on TV since forever. You know, now that he's been cleared to return, do you think that Bo Dallas or the Wyatt Six, they should be on the WrestleMania 41 card, or should they wait another year and wait for WrestleMania 42? We haven't seen them really at all. Barely have seen any appearances from them. So do they deserve to be on the WrestleMania 41 card, or should they be on the WrestleMania 41 card? What do you think? Let me know. It's sad that he got injured, but now that he's cleared, a WrestleMania appearance, especially we're still about 40 days away. It's possible, but should it happen? Let me know. And let's see, we've got Jonathan says, thank you for being live. You all mean so much to me. Thank you so much, Jonathan, and all of my brothers right here as well. Thank you so much. If you think about it, if you look back, we've been doing this for so long. Yes, I've been on and off and, things happen, but, you guys have always been there for me, and thank you so much for that. I cannot thank you enough. But, now that we're here, hopefully, knock on the wood, we're not gonna go anywhere, and we're gonna be here, and we're gonna have a good ass time, especially leading up to WrestleMania and beyond. So let's see. We got Ricky saying wait for WrestleMania 42. Okay, they might be on the card when Alexa joins. I have been loving every bit of Alexa Bliss, by the way. Thank you so much, True, for bringing her up, because I totally forgot. Alexa Bliss is so good. Like, every single time I see her, she's amazing. Especially at the Chamber, we saw a lot more personality of Alexa Bliss. You know, she shared a special kind of a chemistry with Liv Morgan, and when Liv Morgan eliminated her, she sat down and she looked at Liv Morgan like she was heartbroken, like she was disappointed. I saw some character work being done from Alexa Bliss at that point. I liked it a lot, and honestly, I really want to see Alexa and Liv Morgan in a match. I think it would be a brutal match, but I really want to see the two of them go at it. Maybe at WrestleMania, but I know they will just kill it in the ring. I really want to see it. Alexa Bliss has been fantastic, and yeah, whatever she does, let it be Wyatt 6 or solo work, whatever she does, I'm pretty sure it's going to be golden. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. We see Andy says Alexa will be introducing a female fiend. She should have been chosen to win the Chamber. It's going to be interesting if she does that. The question is, who will the Wyatt 6 target now? Yeah. You're right. I mean, since they've been going after the bad guys, right? Are they going to target John Cena? Are they going to target the final boss? I don't think so, but technically they should, but, it doesn't look like they will. And here we are now. Ricky says, I see Alexa Bliss join the Wyatt 6, and I see Alexa and Nikki team up together to go after Liv and Raquel for the tag team titles at WrestleMania. That's an interesting theory. That's a very interesting theory. I'd like to see that. But if that actually happens, Nikki and Bliss are going to be eating Liv and Raquel for dinner. They're going to doing that. They will do that. Let's see. We've got, once again, True, what do you feel, by the way? Good question here from True. I toss the question back at everybody else. Who do you think these guys will target? If not Liv and Raquel, let's talk about the male members of the Wyatt 6. Who could they target next? Let me know. And here we are now. Lara going down hard to the mat, going for the cover, and a kick out at 2.5 here. Ivy Nile has got to do much more. Man, it's so, the eyeshadow or whatever you call that, it is bothering me so much, right? Because it's not even the same color. She's got pink on the right and blue on the left eye. It's so weird. It's so bad. Like, girls, stay away from the eyeshadow. And here we are, roll up from Lara. Ivy Nile kicks out. Carmelo Hayes, says Andy. Carmelo Hayes. Interesting. By the way, guys, I cannot wait to see Trick Williams on the main roster. I know Trick Williams is going to kill it when he's on the main roster. It's going to be incredible. I cannot wait to see it. I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but it's going to be so good. It's going to be so damn good. Trick Williams is amazing. I have not been so excited about somebody being pushed from NXT to the main roster in a long time. I don't think I've been so excited about it. Maybe since Finn Balor, made his main roster debut. I'm so looking forward to Trick Williams being on the main roster, and here we are now, going for the cover, and Lara with the kick out. DIY, CY at 6 going after next. Okay, let's see. That's an interesting one. Wyatt 6 are on SmackDown, says Andy. Yep. Andy says Trick Williams will join his buddy soon. It makes me question, is he going to be a friend or a foe? Because Trick and Carmelo, almost like Sammy and Kevin, right? They've got a special relationship right there. And here we are now, Lara with the rope break. She's trying to roll out to safety. Seems like she's got something going on with her knee. And, of course, Ivy Nile targeting that same knee over here, it seems. And Lara with a roll-up on Ivy, going for the cover, and she kicks out. That's sweet. Wow. This is gonna be the end of it. Ivy in trouble. Ivy in big ass trouble. And there you go, backbreaker right there from Lyra and Ivy. This has to be it. Up on her shoulders. Going for a ride. She goes down hard, going for the cover. It's over. Lyra with the victory. And the golden rule of entrances still intact. If you don't get an entrance, you ain't winning the match. Or at least the championship. You're right, True. Great match. And you expect nothing else from Lyra and Ivy. They're both tremendous performers. You know, I might be a little bit biased towards Lyra, but wow, I haven't seen one bad match from this lady. She's great. She's great. I was hoping Josh Alexander was going to reform team with Ethan Page. Who knows? Maybe in the future. Maybe down the line. Yeah, that's right, brother. I know, Ricky. I know. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. And right there, as you see it, still the Intercontinental Champion, Lyra. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And if you think about it, the roster, especially the WWE roster right now, is getting so jam-packed. I saw a post recently. Try to pull it up right now because... Wait, I think it was shared on our group, right? On the Friends group. Ray Phoenix, yeah, that's right. Ray Phoenix apparently is headed to WWE, and this was shared by Dave Meltzer. This news was broken by him. If it's true, it really makes me kind of scratch my head because how many people are they trying to bring over from AEW to the WWE? I don't know if they needed Ray Phoenix right now because honestly, Penta himself, they were trying to build him up as a solo act, and they got to work on that right now. But they want to bring in Ray Phoenix. It's interesting. Let's see. I feel like sometimes it's not too good to have too much on your plate, you know? So let's see. But once again, taking a look back at that brawl between CM Punk and Seth Rollins, the brawl that kicked off the show. And really, what a show it's been tonight. It's been great. It's been great. It depends what AEW will do for him, says Andy. Absolutely. I'm so hyped for Oba versus Maz that the match is going to be happening on Roadblock. Yeah. NXT is cooking good indeed. Stephanie versus Julia for title on Roadblock. Take my money, says Ricky. Ricky is hyped. Okay, Ricky. Wait a second. Oh, wow, they're still brawling over here. You gotta love this. Adam Pearce trying to make peace. Come on, Adam. Wow. Wow. These guys, they're angry. What can I say? They're angry. Fighting again, indeed. Ah, you gotta love that. It's great. I agree, True. There's only so much TV time, and how many people do you want to bring in? And, you know, when you bring somebody new in, you're taking away TV time from somebody else. It's true. So, you really got to wonder. Okay, well, that was great. You know, Seth Rollins and CM Punk, they're not holding back. They're angry, and they're letting it know. Poor CM Punk, though. You got to feel bad for him, right? It's been years. I mean, I grew up, right? I was a little kid when I used to hear CM Punk talking about how he wants to main event WrestleMania. And now I'm fully grown up now, and he still hasn't main evented WrestleMania. So you gotta feel bad for CM Punk, right? Poor guy only has one dream, only has one wish, cannot get it. So it's justified, I guess, to be this angry towards Seth Rollins. Yeah. All right. So we have over here the first look at WWE 2K25's menu screen. So let's take a look at that because I did say a few things not in favor of 2K. So let's see if they are able to win me over this time around when it comes to their menu screen. Let's take a look. One second. Let's see. So this apparently is the menu screen. Oh, sorry. So it's interesting because now when you're trying to select a match type, you see an image along with the match type. So I guess that's this is what I hate. This character selection screen, I hate it. I can never say anything good about this character selection screen. Okay. Look at how many people they have locked, right? You can't play as them because either you gotta unlock them or you gotta buy them as DLC, and it just turns me off so bad because even after purchasing the full game, it makes you feel like you don't have the full game, and it's just such a turn off. Okay. Why do we have two versions of Carmelo Hayes? Come on. We don't need two versions of Carmelo Hayes and two versions of Charlotte Flair. This could really be an alternate avatar and not a different version altogether. Look at how many people you've got locked once again. Yeah. Yeah, so that's that. All right. With that being said, we're back here from the commercial break. Let's take a look at what's going down. All right, once again, I look back at the brawl between Seth Rollins and CM Punk that just broke out minutes ago. What did Punk and Rollins do sitting catering until their segment was? It seems like it. Yeah, they were just having some donuts and some coffee. And then they were like, all right, guys, walk down that hallway. And yeah, that's that. It looks good, I guess. True, you need to buy, like, why exactly? Just milk more money out of people.
What are you talking about? I'm making this easy. This is the easiest. What is easy? This is the easiest job of your life. All right? He screwed himself at the Rumble. Okay? I made sure he didn't make it to WrestleMania at the Chamber. And if you don't do something about it, I'm gonna do to him exactly what I did to Roman Reigns. I will make sure he doesn't make it to WrestleMania at all. So this is not a difficult thing. It's him or me. This is the hill I will die on. So you're just hell bent on fighting to the last. I want to finish it. Fine. Then finish it. Next week, Madison Square Garden. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
What?
Inside a steel cage.
What? Okay. They're cooking, guys. They're cooking. Okay. I thought we'd have to wait until WrestleMania. We're getting it next week inside a steel cage. Let them cook. What do I say? Let them cook. Is Roman Reigns going to show up next week? Interesting. Interesting, true. Let's see what wow. Let them cook is all I'm going to say right now. Okay. Wow. Who else is Rock gonna have in his group? So there's a theory that's going around that Rock, he keeps doing the three. So like when John Cena turned heel, of course he did this. That was two, and when they were on their way out, did the three. So there's a theory going around that there's gonna be a third person, and that's what Andy he is referring to. Who is gonna be the third person? Let me know, guys. What do you feel, Andy? I'm pretty sure you've gotta have some idea, some guess. Let me know. Who do you see being the third person? True, Ricky, Matt Pro, Smoke, everybody. Let me know. Who do you think the third person could be? Jonathan, it cannot be Drew McIntyre before you say it. But who is it going to be? Let me know. Because, really, he's got some big shoes to fill, right? The third person alongside The Rock and John Cena. That's a big thing. It's a big thing. Omos, one second. Before I make any comments, I've got to check something out. 1 second. So Omos, I'm looking him up right now because I thought, yeah, there you go. That's what I wanted to check. Thanks for that, True. That's what I wanted to check. If Omos even is still with the company, and yeah, True says that he's not been assigned a show yet. So Omos right now, much like Braun Strowman is kind of better at the moment, in a better position, but Omos and Braun are just locked into their contracts so that they don't go elsewhere. They're just locked in to be like, spectacles. That's it. They're not used, sadly. They're not used. And here we are, by the way, Penta looking great. Wow. And taking that Ludwig Kaiser just like that. One more time, a kick to Ludwig. I love the red jacket, by the way. I like it a lot. And Ludwig now trying to run away from Penta. I like this outfit a lot. I like it a lot. It's kind of casual, but also cool. Message sent and message received, I guess. Okay. Wait, what does that mean, Jonathan? Oh, you can't open your tub of gummy bears. That's sad. Oh, wow. First world problems right there. Jonathan. Wow, I like that. Yeah, you gotta feel bad for Ludwig Kaiser. Gotta feel bad for him. And now here we are with Kathy Kelly. I never realized when Kathy Kelly got glasses, but wow, I've never seen somebody look so good in glasses before.
Surprising return to her targeting the one superstar that you trust most in the locker room, Naomi. How are you processing it all, and were you able to speak to either of them?
Jay and Naomi, I just really don't want to talk about it. I can talk to both of them because it's very confusing. It's bittersweet for me because I do feel guilty. You know, I feel guilty because just as sad as I am about what happened, I'm equally just as proud of what I accomplished in that Elimination Chamber. So tonight, I'm going to focus on finding out who I'm going to face at WrestleMania. And you have Sky on one hand, who's one of the best in this division, and we have been battling it out over the past couple of years. And you have Rhea Ripley, who is one of the most dominant women in this division, and we have both been risen to that mountaintop. But I'll tell you this much: no matter who it is, they're going to remember why you can't do WrestleMania without EST.
Okay, Bianca.
Thank you so
All
much.
right.
She is eagerly awaiting to see who she will face at WrestleMania for the Women's World Championship, as are we. Pat, roll.
Nice. Nice. Good thing, Jonathan. Good thing. Give it more time to Jackie Redmond. Never mind, she's on NHL games. That's right. Yeah, Jonathan, you got it open. Indeed, Jonathan got his gummy bears box open. That's good. So tomorrow, NXT's got to be good tomorrow, right? All right, we got the World Tag Team title match coming up next. All right, with that being said, we are back on a commercial break. Interesting. How do you feel about Raw so far, guys? Are you happy with tonight's episode? Do you think it could have been better? We have been watching it for about an hour. So Raw has been live for about an hour and 20 minutes. Enough time for us to give an early review. And so far, I've got to say, tremendous opener. Really enjoyed it. The Lyra match, pretty good as well. The Otis Gunther beating was sweet. I've got to say, I'm enjoying Raw, right? It's a good dose of entertainment tonight. I'm going to give it so far, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Maybe I'm being a little bit generous, but I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far. We got Ricky saying it's time for Bianca to turn heel. You know, Jade seems like she's doing that job right now, so let's see. We got Ricky saying Bianca has been heel for a long time. Whoop, that's my own opinion, says Andy. Interesting. How many of you guys, by the way, are watching NXT tomorrow night? Andy, Ricky, True, anybody watching NXT? Let me know. And we got Ricky saying Raw is a mid-show for me. It's a 7 out of 10. AJ, I'm only listening to you covering it. It's okay, my brother Andy. Much love to you. Thank you. Thank you. Pretty mid so far, says True. Maybe I'm just happy that we're watching it together. That's why I gave it such a high rating of 4 out of 5. But, you know, it's been fun. It's been sweet. I'm liking it. Let's see how it goes from here, though, because, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of tag team matches. And even though it's a World Tag Team title match, and we've got some good teams over here, I'm not a particularly big fan of the Raw Raiders. So, not super excited about the upcoming tag team match. But let's see. Let's see. Yes, I'm watching it, says Matt Pro Smoke. Maybe from True. Hardy Boys is my childhood. Yeah, for me as well. You know, even before I started watching wrestling, I always heard the name the Hardy Boys, the Hardy Boys. I remember being in second grade and kids talking about the Hardy Boys, and I was like, who are they talking about? You know, I felt like they were too cool for school. I never knew about the Hardy Boys when I was a kid, little kid, second grade. But I always kept hearing about them, and definitely they're a big part of a lot of people's childhood, without a doubt. Let's see. I watch NXT all the time on Tuesday night. My favorite show in the week, says Ricky. I like that, Ricky. Okay, all right. So tomorrow we'll be watching NXT together. And this is going to be my first time in a long time watching NXT. So, pardon me if I don't recognize somebody or if I say a few things not right. But tomorrow we're gonna be watching NXT, and I hope to see all of you over there, and have a good time together. NXT should be good. The fact that Hardy Boys are gonna be there, yeah, we can't miss that. Let's see. Oba Femi need to go to SmackDown, says Matt Pro Smoke. Yeah, Oba is so good, man. What he does to people, I'd love to see him doing to the likes of Gunther. I can only imagine Oba versus Gunther, him just tossing him around the ring like he does to a lot of people. Oh, well, I mean, I would love that. I would love to see him doing to Otis. Oba is a monster, and I'm pretty sure that he can do it. If he wants to do it, he can do it. All right, we're getting some more highlights from John Cena's heel turn. Man, I think we've all seen the heel turn like more than 10 times already because it's so good. So I don't feel like Michael Cole needs to show it as do it again, the whole thing, but I think he will. Yeah, like it or not, we're going to get a recap from Elimination Chamber once again. All right, we got Ricky saying Ricky Saint is on NXT 2, aka Ricky Starks. Yeah, he's on NXT. How do you guys feel about it? How do you feel about Ricky being there? I'm pretty sure that, he's already made kind of an impact. People are talking about it. A lot of people saw it coming. A lot of people call it the friends of Cody Rhodes that have all appeared and have all crossed over from AEW to NXT. Let's see how successful he's going to be over here.
Do I know you? I was waiting for you. So you're the guy? You're the one that's gonna help me beat the luchadors? You cannot fight what you don't understand. You must become lucha. I've traveled too far to get here. I'll do anything. Come on. What do I gotta do? Willpower beyond your understanding.
Is he gonna turn into Spider-Man? Okay, that was exciting. Wow. Lucha Gable. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna get Lucha Gable in here. Both Raw and NXT will be at MSG next Monday and Tuesday. Interesting. Okay, what was that? Probably a mask. Yeah, it's gotta be. I mean, but if it's a mask, he could have asked the WWE costume designers to make one for him. So why travel all the way and get into that dark alley to get a mask? Interesting. Maybe it's a mask with special lucha powers. Who knows? But that was fun, and I look forward to seeing what Chad Gable is gonna come up with now. That was fun. Lucha Gable is a very good name, though. I like that. Lucha Gable. That was funny. It's Ray's mask. Interesting. Ray Phoenix? Ray Phoenix? That'd be interesting if that happens. That would be interesting. And here we are now, War Raiders. That's actually a very, very good take. It's got to be a way for Ray Phoenix to debut. I like that. I actually like that a lot. Ray Phoenix. That could be a way for Ray Phoenix to show up. I like that. You miss our gaming streams, Jonathan. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's been it's been forever since I've actually played a game as well. I just haven't had the time. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll bring back the gaming streams. But thank you, Jonathan. Much love to you. Thanks, Andy. And here we are. Chris saying, Creed Brothers did not get an entrance either. Thanks for that, Chris. Spoiler alert, everybody. They didn't get an entrance. They're not going to get the titles either. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for reminding us of that. Yep. If you don't get an entrance, you're not going to walk away with the titles. It's not going to happen. And here we are now. They're locking it up. The match is underway. Not a big tag team fan here, but okay, let's see if this match is going to win me over. Man, the New Day right now is so heel. Like, Kofi Kingston, much love to him. He's shaved his mustache and he tries to be like a bad guy, bad Kofi. It's so funny because, he tries to be this bad guy, but in my mind, I can't help but think of, the boom, boom, boom Kofi Kingston or the New Day Kofi Kingston. I can't help, I just cannot get that Kofi Kingston out of my mind. So whenever he tries to say something mean or something bad, I just laugh because in my mind, Kofi is always this good guy. And whenever he's saying something bad, he's probably just joking. That's what I think. But yeah, he tries to be a bad guy now. Going to make coffee back in a few minutes. All right, Jonathan, while you're at it, get some for us as well. All right, and he says, and Netflix doesn't want them have intro music. Interesting. Let's see, and here we are now. I still remember the days when they couldn't figure out what to call the War Raiders. They kept switching up the names. They didn't know what to do with them. Still remember those days, and now they're the tag team champions. So good for them. They've come a long way, it seems. Is it me or the Creed brothers have gained weight? I don't know. They look bigger. They look bigger than earlier. Oh my goodness, that was a crazy drop kick right there. I was on the top turnbuckle. The guy comes in, drop kicks him out of the turnbuckle and out of the ring on the floor. That was crazy. That's gotta hurt. That was a hard fall. The Creed brothers right there showing off. Have they turned heel? I haven't watched them in a bit, but they've turned heel, have they not? Yeah, you got that heel energy from them right off the bat. Cool. Yeah, that was a crazy dropkick indeed. Maybe Creed's on roids. I'm not seeing them, says Andy. Yeah, it feels a little bit. They feel a little bit heavier. I don't know, but they still look good though. That was a great dropkick, by the way. Dropkicking Ivar out of the turnbuckle and straight down to the floor. Hard fall, especially for a big guy like Ivar. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. It turned heel. Thanks for that, Matt Postfolk. Yeah, you could tell. You got that heel energy from them. Okay. So let's see. So let's take a look back at the 2K25 roster because we were just taking a look at it. And let's see who else do we have on the roster here. Action figure Jey Uso. Okay. Action figure Roman Reigns. And look at the number of logged characters once again. It just pisses me off so much. Oh, we got Eve Torres? Okay, I like that. From back in the day. The Fiend. That's nice. Winchy, poor guy. Doesn't have a job right now. Never knew I would pop for Eve Torres, but I saw her after so long, I had to pop. All right. Indy Hartwell, Iron Sheik. Good to see Iron Sheik over here. Nice. Ivy Nile, Jacob Fatu looks good. JC Jane looks great. Jade Cargill, okay. The roster is much bigger, though. Gotta say, right? The roster. So 3 character slots taken up by Jey Uso. I can't support that. I can't support that at all. But let's see. We got Ivar is lucky he's back wrestling since he had scared of not doing it anymore. Really. Wow. Yeah, World Raiders were in a dark place. I've thought that it was only a matter of time before they were going to be released. But they're back. And I'm glad that they're back, right? I'm turning heel. Says, wait, Jonathan is turning heel? What's going on, Jonathan? What's going on, brother? 2K25 has over 300 stars. That's right. Yes. Yes, they do. And let's see once again some more names. Jey Uso, once again, Jey Uso 10. Jey Uso, 3 character slots from Jey Uso. Jimmy Uso, also probably 3. There you go, 3 right there. Again, this should be just like 1 or maximum 2 character slots, but you got 3. John Cena has 1, 2. I'm pretty sure that was the third one. 4 character slots also taken up by John Cena. Again, this is the kind of stuff that pisses me off. Kane's got 2, of course. Man, Karrion Kross and his long hair. Yeah, not my cup of tea, I tell you that. Oh, I held my breath when I saw Kevin Owens. Oh, Kofi Kingston gets 2 character slots? Okay. Good to see Lita. Lyra Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Wait, did Lyra get 2 character slots? What? Ugh. And Naomi gets 2 as well. Why not? Right? Why not? This is justified. Okay. Oba. Man. Oma's in there as well. Otis. Yeah, so one thing's for sure. The roster is so much bigger than ever before. So many people in there. It's great. It's great. Randy Orton took up 2 character slots, but we didn't get Randy Orton 2009. Come on. Randy Orton 09 is literally the Randy Orton, and it's not in the game. I'm a little pissed right now. The Rock probably taking up like 100. Yeah, there you go. 5. The Rock took up 5 character slots. And check this out. Roman Reigns. Like, tell me what's different here. You got Roman Reigns, and then you got Check this out. Roman Reigns, 22, boom, right there. Like, what's different? But okay, 2 character slots. Such is life, guys. Such is life. We're back from the commercial, by the way. Tag team action still going on. It's great. Let's see, bro. They are locked. That's what I was talking about, Matt Persmo. They locked so many. It's just such a turn off. And we've got, you're okay now. And he says Bailey has this year's model and the 2020 model. Yeah, Lola Weiss is in it. What about Nikita Lyons? Yeah, she's got to be in it too. Nikita, I believe she was there even in 23. Was there in 24, so 25, definitely. Yeah. Thank you. Well, did my stream crash? Never realized it, but thank you for letting me know. I hope that we're good. Thanks. Okay. And let's see. So the match still going on. Ivar climbing to the top. Wow. We got Drew McIntyre in the chat. Great to see you, Drew. Welcome. We got a big Drew McIntyre fan over here, Jonathan. We've got Tag made over here from the Raw Raiders. Was going to go for a big-ass clothesline. Are the Creed brothers actually going to win the match? Because they're doing pretty well so far. They look fired up. Nah, something in me tells me right now this is not going to happen. That this is just an illusion. There we go. Oh, that was a hard fall. That's going to hurt. Oh, my goodness. The way Ivar literally squashed him right there against the LED screen, it was insane. But the War Raiders now looking to finish him. And this has got to be it, guys. The War Raiders going for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. It's over. The match is over. The War Raiders retain. As expected, the Golden Rule, it still remains. The Golden Rule is still intact. And it remains alive. If you don't get an entrance, you ain't getting the championship. Simple as that is. If you get an entrance, you have a chance. But if you don't get an entrance, goodbye. You're not getting any gold. And we've got, yep, Drew McIntyre indeed in here. Hope you got your coffee, Drew. And we've got Matt for Smoke, 1, 2, 3. Indeed, squash from Ivar. Ivar did. I mean, poor guy was just laying back against the LED screen, which, you know, serves as the apron right these days for the ring. And Ivar just came in and literally jumped on him, squashed him against that screen. Yeah, that's hard to watch, but here we are now.
Championship. Everyone's talking about Saturday, an Elimination Chamber, and of course the situation with The Rock and John Cena and Cody Rhodes, which we'll see a little bit later on. But how about the unsanctioned matchup between Sami Zayn?
Yeah. Actually, Michael Cole is right. That match was fantastic. The match between Sami and Kevin Owens, it was cinema. The way Sami Zayn carried the match and, you know, just didn't give up. Kevin didn't give up. They went through the table. Then Kevin Owens, of course, got Sami Zayn up 3 times. 3 times power bombed him into the edge of the ring. I mean, incredible. And just then roll him into the ring, covered him. 1, 2, 3 was over. It was cinema. It was absolutely incredible. I also loved how the referee was wearing a special uniform for the unsanctioned match. He had his gloves on and everything at all times. And also loved the lighting that they used, right? There was a dark arena. The spotlight was on them. and that was it. It was incredible. I loved it. I loved it. I'm on decaf coffee. No one judged. No, we can't judge the Drew. Cannot judge him. All right, Netflix ordered them to lose, says Andy. You know, the one thing that I absolutely loved about Randy Orton's return was the punt, that he was about to attempt the punt. And for years, Randy Orton wasn't allowed to do the punt. If you go back and look back at his 2009 run, the punt was so impactful that whenever he used to punt anybody, let it be Vince McMahon or Triple H or Shane McMahon, anyone, he punts you, you're out for good. You're out for at least a month or a few months. And then you'd come back stronger than ever. But that's another thing. But once he punts you, your neck's broken, you're done for. Like the punt was like the fatality move from Randy Orton. And then the punt was weakened to the point that if he punts you, you'll get right back up. And that was the worst thing that they ever did to the punt. And then they just banned to the punt altogether, where he just didn't do the punt anymore. And Saturday night, Elimination Chamber night, we saw Randy Orton tease the punt once again. And it had that same impact where everybody took that punt seriously and everybody rushed into the ring to stop him from punting Kevin, because of course it would break his neck. So I'm not sure if they're going to bring the punt back to that kind of an impact where he punts you, you're out for a few months. But the fact that they brought it back in spirit was incredible. It was great. Yeah, the punt did get banned, but Elimination Chamber, he teased it, and that was fantastic. I really hope that he brings it back to put somebody out. Somebody's about to go on a leave or a hiatus, or they got to go on just get a surgery done or something, and they're about to take some time off. They should get punted by Randy Orton. It would be great because it would help them take some time off, give them a leave, write them off the storyline for a bit, but it will also help build up Randy Orton as the menace that he's always been. And I'm glad to see a heel John Cena, but honestly, I really want to see a heel Randy Orton because I believe firmly, and it's been years since we've seen a heel Randy Orton, but I really want to heel Randy Orton. I really, really, really do. Heel Randy Orton is the best Randy Orton. And you cannot debate me on that. You cannot. Randy is the best Randy, hands down.
In a tornado tag match. You know what that means? That means no tags.
I see you, True. Yeah.
Disqualifications. Just four of us throwing down.
Yeah, I agree, Drew. Absolutely. Yep. Okay. New Day sucks. We got the idea. Yeah. By the way, if I go to Netflix right here, right over here, because it's not available to stream right now, but if I go to Netflix, if I type WWE, it shows me the thumbnails and everything, SmackDown, Raw, and all the many pay-per-views and whatnot. I click on it, Netflix crashes. So yeah, they've locked it right now, but I can't wait for them to be on Netflix here because really, so far we had been using different platforms, Sony, and it's just terrible. All right, Matt Perspoke says up next is gonna be Rhea versus Io. It's gonna be good. Yeah, I mean it said it was gonna be tonight, so I hope it's up next. I really hope so, but let's see. Same old New Day sucks chance. Yeah, Andy. What do you guys feel? What else do we have in store for tonight? Do we have something else coming up? Let's see. Let's take a look at what they had for tonight. Let's take a look at the preview and see what's left. So, of course, for tonight, we had CM Punk, and that's already happened. We had Gunther, that's already happened as well. Oh, Braun Breaker is still remaining. Okay, we haven't seen or heard from Braun Breaker yet. Lara versus Ivy also done for. War Raid is done. So Rhea and Io and Braun Breaker, these are the only two acts that are still remaining that they had advertised in advance. So let's see. So True says it's the last match of the night. So yeah, maybe up next it's gonna be Braun Breaker because we haven't seen him yet. Okay. We're about to hit the 2-hour mark, which makes me think that tonight's show is going to be perhaps 2 hours and 30 minutes. On Netflix, as you guys told me, they don't always touch 3 hours. Sometimes it's 2.5, 3. So let's see. But I've got a feeling that tonight's show is going to be 2.5 hours because it feels like it's slowed down a little bit now. But let's see. But we are on a commercial break right now. Finn and Breaker is going to be happening. Thanks for that, Matt Per Smoke. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. We were taking a look at the at the roster. Let's resume that until we're back from the commercial. So, oh wow, we got Sandman over here as well. That's nice. Scarlett Bordeaux, Scott Steiner. Man, seeing Scott Steiner and Scarlett Bordeaux together, crazy. Brings me back to the TNA days. Shawn Michaels got three slots. Sean Spears in there as well. Sheamus only got 1 slot. Okay. I'm surprised. Wait. Hold up. Solo Sikoa got how many slots? Okay, that's Solo Sikoa. That's Solo Sikoa 22. Like, what's different, 2K? Really? What is the difference here? Let's go back. Solo Sikoa. Boom, Solo Sikoa 22. Like, what is happening here? 2K cracks me up sometimes with their roster. Come on. That could have been an alternate attire. I'm not going to comment on this. Oh, Super Cena is another one. Okay. That's nice. All right. So that's that. Finn Balor in the ring right now.
My name is Finn Balor, and I shoot little rookies like you for fun because of their dream. I am untouchable. That's right, I am untouchable, and I can take that title from you anytime I like. Now you're clearly just a little bit smarter than you look. Up there, hiding behind Jackie, because you know that the first time you step in the ring with me, there ain't gonna be no dogs barking. No, they're gonna be watching me put you down.
Wow. He's not going to hide behind Jackie anymore. I like that. That's different. Okay. Wow. Braun Breaker's not going to hide no more. And here he is. Oh, wow. Carlito. Dominic's got to show up next, I'm assuming. And there we go. Belly to belly suplex. Okay. Oh, wow. Finn Balor was ready. He was ready for Braun Breaker. All right. Okay. Statement made over here from Braun Breaker. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, Braun. Yeah, I see that too, true. Honestly, like him better as a heel, but okay, let's see where this leads to. Nice. Nice. What do I say? I was a big Finn Balor fan, but over the years, you know, things have changed. Let's just say that. Let's see how this turns out to be between Braun Breaker and Finn Balor. I hope it's gonna be good, but let's see. All right. With that being said, I'm assuming Rhea and Io should be up next. Oh, we're gonna get the highlights. Okay, let's rewatch the whole thing from Elimination Chamber. I know, Ricky. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, true. Speaking of hair, did you notice how Cena has a different eyebrow style now? I'm not sure if he's done it because he's a heel, but his eyebrows definitely changed a lot. I don't know if he's colored them, but his eyebrows seem a little more dense, thick, and they kind of go up now, like an angry man eyebrows, you know? So he's probably done some work there, but it's interesting. It adds to his heel look, I guess. Too much video packets is Ricky, and I totally agree. Yeah. I don't know if it's just me, by the way, but I feel like the camera quality has improved a lot since they have moved over to Netflix. And the camera has always been good, but really, if you go back and look at the Chad Gable segment as well, where he became Lucha Gable, the camera quality is just much better now that they're on Netflix. Yeah, I feel like they've upgraded their cameras. Thank you. Yeah, Wade Barrett like the heel turn. Pretty sure he's happy. It's still interesting because some of the Nexus members, right, who are no longer with the WWE, of course, Wade Barrett still is, and he's enjoying his position as a commentator. But the people who are no longer with the WWE, still to this date, all these years later, some of those Nexus, and I'm talking about the original Nexus members, they still blame John Cena for their downfall. They still haven't forgiven John Cena. And at some point, I thought that, okay, this is probably like kayfabe. They're kayfabing this, but no, it's true. And I'm sure you guys remember the PJ Black Justin Gabriel interview that I did some time back, right? A few years back. He still blames him, and there are others as well who still blame John Cena for the downfall of the Nexus. It's interesting. So best thing shows CM Punk and Seth was good thing. Oh yeah, CM Punk went off. That mini pipe bomb that we saw was one of the best promos from CM Punk that I've seen in some time. That was a very good promo. All right. By the way, I'm enjoying this show so much because of you guys. So thank you so much for being here and making this truly a great episode for me to watch. Thank you. Is it just me, or the WrestleMania theme song that they've chose for this year is just not good? I know that we were getting weekend after weekend after weekend every single year, and now they've changed that, and we've got Fiend, I believe, by Travis Scott, and it's a good song, but I don't know, I just don't get the WrestleMania vibes from it. Let me know if you guys agree with me or if you're cool with it, but for me, I don't know, it doesn't work for me quite as much. You're right, Ricky. You're right about that. Cena owned up to it. Says true. Yeah, Cena did. Cena did say that. Next Monday is gonna be a good episode for sure, right? We got a steel cage match between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. That's gonna be badass. We got the New Day versus Rey Mysterio. Of course, his friend, the LWO. It's going to be a tornado tag team match, that too. We got Grayson Waller versus Jey Uso. So next week's Raw is going to be good. And as you said, next week, NXT is also going to take place at MSG. So that's going to be big. Looking forward to that. As True said, there are big chances that Roman Reigns shows up next week because really this is a WrestleMania caliber match between Seth and CM Punk. For it to take place on an episode of Raw, like 40 days, or should I say 30 days shy of WrestleMania, yeah, there's got to be something happening. Jey Uso doesn't look happy. Did he call him Big Daddy? Isn't that what Maxine should be calling him? But okay, all right.
Jay, very noble of you to go out there and assist Alpha Academy, but we are still weeks out from your WWE Championship opportunity against the Ring General Luther in the main event of WrestleMania. Does that throw you off of being the captain there?
A little bit, Captain. A little bit. What I'm going through in my life, it's the wrong time for anybody to be playing in my mind, right? That's all I hear all week. He can't do it. And every week that goes by, Gunther got me doubting myself. But look though, back against the wall. I feel suffocated like I can't breathe. But ain't nobody gonna pick me up but me. Gunther, you say you gonna give me 10 weeks of hell? Then I'ma walk through the valley of shadow death and fear no evil. And I'm telling you, at WrestleMania, I'm crashing out. I hope you can pray. You put me to sleep tonight. If you just want some real peace, no letters, one word.
What can I say? Yeet. Wide awake, Ricky. Wide awake, brother. We got a big match coming up right here. We got Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the championship. This one's gonna be good. Bianca Belair coming out, of course, she's got the upper hand. She's got all the cards right now. Of course, after winning the Elimination Chamber, she knows that she's got the ticket to WrestleMania. But who is she going to be fighting? Is it going to be Rhea? Is it going to be Io? That we're going to find out in a few minutes. But Bianca Belair coming out looking confident. Guys, I got a question because I haven't watched in so long. So I got to ask you guys about this. Do the Street Profits still get TV time? Angelo and Montez, do they still get TV time or they're barely on TV? Let me know. I haven't seen them or heard from about them in a long time. So I'm just wondering, do they still get TV time or is it a thing of the past? Let's see. Andy, what's up, brother? We are down to the final 30 minutes of the show, it seems. And just like I said, it seems like tonight's show is going to be a 2.5 hour affair as opposed to 3 hours. And that's really the pattern that's been on Netflix. The show has been a little bit shorter. And, it's cool for the TV audience, especially the show is not that great, or just like you guys said earlier, mid. It's great for the TV audience that, okay, we only have to watch it for 2.5 hours. 30 minutes earlier, we can go to bed or we can do something else, right? But for the people who are live in attendance and audience and who pay for a ticket, for example, for when I used to go to watch Raw, right, back in the day, I always used to hope that, hey, I hope we get some dark matches. And especially when I used to go before the shows, right before WrestleMania, I used to be super happy because I knew that I was not just going for Raw, but I was also going to go for a taping of 205 Live and a taping of SmackDown. So I was going to be seated for at least 5 hours or more at the arena. So I used to be super happy. But now the people who go to watch Raw, I don't know how they feel that when they buy the ticket that, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be in the stadium or the arena for 3 hours or 2 hours or 2.5 hours. It's kind of tricky. So yeah, I wonder, because if I was live in the audience, I'd like for the show to be long. I still remember my first and last WrestleMania that I attended, the last ever one night WrestleMania 35. I mean, incredible. I still, when I think about it, I think it was crazy. But I was literally there for 12 hours, guys. It was long. It was very long. It was a long day, and it was a long WrestleMania. I remember we were there like from 1 o'clock, I believe. We lined up outside of MetLife. We got in, I believe, by 2:30 or 3, and we were there until midnight or even beyond midnight. I remember we got an Uber about 1 a.m. because midnight was when Becky Lynch won the championship and everybody was getting out of MetLife. But the trains were not running, and there were thousands of people waiting outside of MetLife. It started raining as well, so it was like pouring. And everybody was wet. Everybody was getting wet, and everybody was on their phones trying to get a cab or something. And literally hundreds and hundreds of people waiting for a cab. The trains were not running. It was terrible. Yeah, but we were there for like 12 hours. 12 hours. Insane. But I would do it again. I love me a good long day of wrestling. Once in a year, why not? It was great. All right. Another thing that really kind of pisses me off about 2K25 is the fact that if you look at any other game that comes out, right, one of the first information that is conveyed to the fans is that what's the FPS, the frame rate going to be, if the game has things like ray tracing or not. And when it comes to WWE games, 2K games, they make no mention of FPS. They make no mention of ray tracing. None of the technical stuff. And I feel that's just not okay. Even after years of, producing games for the PS5 or the next gen, I don't think that the games were good enough for next gen. Yeah. Let's see. See, that could show up on SmackDown, not Raw. This is true. Yeah, I mean, Rock said that he flew to Africa for some film shooting, so SmackDown is possible, and I hope that he's there. At least via satellite, that would be nice. And here we are now, Rhea Ripley. Honestly, Rhea Ripley is so good. I cannot imagine her without the title ever. Like that title, it should stay on those shoulders. That title should stay with Rhea Ripley. She doesn't need to drop that title. It looks great. It looks great. Drew McIntyre, much love to you. Yeah, so for this match, we got an entrance for both Io and Rhea. So it's a little bit hard to, predict. I mean, it could go either ways, but my mind says it's got to be Rhea. Rhea's got to win. That's my mind. Does anybody still miss Samantha Irvin, or is she gone and it's over? You don't miss her anymore. Let me know, because Samantha was super over as an announcer. I don't think there's been an announcer that's been so over in years as Samantha was. She was hyped. The WWE social media loved her. The fans loved her. Everybody praised her. Showered her with praises. And then she left and she said, "Hey, this was never something that I wanted to do at all." So let me know if you miss Samantha Irvin. I mean, she was good. Was never my absolute favorite, but she was good. I think Alicia over here is so good herself. Revenge will be served on SmackDown this Friday, says Drew. Okay, we'll look forward to that. Drew. People still thirst for Samantha. I see. Yeah. People thirst for so many, right? I mean, you can go on and on. Yeah. By the way, guys, we've never talked about it. We all know Mandy Rose and, her OnlyFans stuff. But the one person I never expected to end up on OnlyFans is Lacey Evans. And not only is she on OnlyFans now, but she's collaborating with Mandy Rose to create content together. And I am so surprised. I always saw, look, even when she was in WWE, right, her entire character was about a former military personnel, a mother, and all these good, great, noble things. And when she stepped down and stepped away from wrestling, she said that she was going to work in her family business, a bakery or some sort. That's what she said. And I was like, wow, what a great lady. She's following her passion of baking, and she wants to help her family. So good on her. Her bakery will do great. Her coffee shop will do great. Good stuff. And then I see it on social media a few months later, and she's on OnlyFans. And she's now making content with Mandy Rose. I'm surprised. Like, the one person I thought would never end up on OnlyFans was Lacey Evans, and she's on OnlyFans now. What's next? Who's next? John Cena? You never know. Lacey is desperate, says Andy. I see Samantha Arvin being pregnant in the future. Really? Well, much love to her. And Lacey is desperate, says Andy. I mean, you see those posts and it feels like it. You know, it feels like it. You're right. Alicia is good. She's great. Yeah. Every time I see her, the first name that pops in my head is Alicia. What's her? Alicia Keys. That's the first thing that pops in my head every single time. Yeah. She's so good. And Io now going for the cover on Rhea Ripley. Rhea with the kick out right there. Oh, big kick to the back of the head. Rhea Ripley goes down. Wow. Io was going to go for the 619, but Rhea Ripley gets out of the way. Smashing her head into the edge of the ring here once, twice. Bianca Belair looking on. Rhea, what is she looking to do here? Is she looking to toss Io? Oh, suplex right there, ringside. Io in trouble. Bianca doesn't like what she sees, it seems. Okay. Cool. You're right, Drew. I mean, I guess good for them, right? You know, OnlyFans has made it so. I would say they've normalized doing this stuff, right? And so many celebrities do it now. It's crazy. Yeah. Right, we got a commercial break going on. I know that a lot of people are talking about Ray Phoenix joining the WWE soon, but any guesses on Miro? What is Miro gonna do? You know, and and Miro's name came to mind just because of OnlyFans, because you were talking about OnlyFans, and CJ Perry apparently, Lana a big OnlyFans icon too. So that's that. But does anybody feel or think that Miro is gonna end up in the WWE? Because I feel like he should. You know, Miro's talent should not go wasted. You know, of course, AEW didn't work out for him, but you know, I feel like WWE should be the place for him now. Yeah, I'd like to see more from Miro. Anyways, let's take a look back at the roster once again. Triple H got 3 slots as well. That's okay. You know, it gets super annoying once you're playing the Royal Rumble and you've got like 3 versions of Triple H coming out in the Rumble. Then it gets a little bit annoying. But okay, let's see. Xavier Woods got 2 slots. All right. And that was it. That's the roster, I guess. The other pin conditions and stuff that we can pick. Slots, weapon slots. So the weapons are the same as last year's game, it seems. The idea of different arenas for me, it really is, it doesn't exist in these games now because all the arenas have the same design, even in games. So that's that. We got the WrestleMania XL Arena. Okay. Cool. All right, with that being said, we are back from the commercial break, so let's take a look back at the match. You're right, Andy. Absolutely. It's an easy way for them to make money, indeed. And here we are now. Io Sky now, Bianca Belair cheering on, sitting right next to those prime bottles. We got Rhea Ripley. Yeah, who thinks that the title's gonna change hands tonight? Not me. Not me. I think Rhea Ripley's gonna retain. Uppercut right here from Io Sky. Kick to the leg. A drop kick. Rhea Ripley goes down. I'm gonna use the football as a weapon. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting weapon. Okay. And here we are now. Io Sky on the apron, looking to fly. This has got to backfire on her. Yeah. Rhea Ripley. There's no way. Oh, wow. Beautiful, beautiful dropkick right there. Flying dropkick from Io Sky. Rhea Ripley goes down. Rhea going, keep it. I agree, Andy. But right now, she's kicking her butt. Io Sky doing pretty well. Oh, dear. Rhea Ripley, the tables have turned around, it seems. Clothesline to Io Sky. She goes down. One more time. And Rhea Ripley not letting go of her arm, pulling her up every single time she goes down. And now we've got a kick to the chest of Io Sky. Rhea Ripley lifting her up. And a roll-up right here. And a stomp to the gut. A stomp from Io Sky. Rhea Ripley down. Bianca Belair cheering her on once again. Going for the cover. And Rhea kicks out at a 1. She kicks out at 1. It's going to take a lot more than that to get her down. And the women going at it with the back and forth action right here. Oh, once again, elbow strike being exchanged between the two. Oh. And Rhea Ripley was going to go for a big-ass kick right there to Io Sky, but Io with a nice dodge. She gets Rhea Ripley down, and now a headlock locked in. Rhea Ripley lifts her up. Rhea Ripley tossing her down hard, going for the cover on Io Sky, and a kick out once again. Both of the ladies now on the apron. Rhea looking for a suplex. Io Sky trying to get away. Oh my goodness. She grabs Rhea Ripley's arm. The left arm of Rhea Ripley twists. She twists it up and yanks it down as she gets off the apron herself. Rhea Ripley, that left arm has got to be hurting. That left arm has to hurt right now. And Io Sky looking to fly off the top rope. Rhea Ripley now with a big-ass boot. That boot turned Io 360 degree. Oh, she still kicks out. That's crazy. That was a big-ass boot. That was crazy. Rhea Ripley now grabbing Io Sky by the hair, lifting her up. Oh yeah, with the DDT to Rhea Ripley out of nowhere. Rhea Ripley seems like she's out of it. Yeah, landing straight on her head. Yeah, that's gonna take a toll for sure. Io Sky looking to capitalize. Big boot to the face. Io, is she gonna do the unthinkable? Is she gonna win the match? And she's looking to fly. Going for the cover on Rhea Ripley, and Rhea with the kick out right there. The match still continues. But Rhea trying to use her long legs to get to the ropes. There we go. Wow. It's got to be over now. Big ass roar suplex right there from the top turnbuckle. She goes for the cover on Io Sky after Io landed on the back of her neck, but still Io kicks out. Beautiful suplex, devastating in nature, devastating indeed, but Io still kicks out. It is, Andy. This is the final match of the night. So obviously it feels like they're going to be wrapping up the show 30 minutes earlier than expected, but it's got to be it. Oh my goodness. That wasn't good. Rhea Ripley, she just went straight shoulder first into the ring post. And I know why Matt Per Smoke says Lamau Rhea, yeah. Yeah, that felt a little bit exaggerated. It felt like Rhea Ripley was going to go head first into the ring post, but then she was like, no, it's going to be shoulder. So, yeah, that felt a little bit exaggerated. But okay, we got Rhea Ripley being sent back first to the barricade. Io Sky sending her back into the ring over here. Rhea Ripley rolling back in. Io Sky. Top turnbuckle. Oh. Foot on the rope. It's a rope break. Io Sky was covering Rhea Ripley, but Rhea Ripley with the rope break right there. Yeah. Pretty good, but still, in my opinion, Rhea Ripley isn't dropping tonight. She's not dropping the title. Hey, David. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, brother. Great to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, Drew, once again. And Io Sky now flying down on Rhea Ripley as she was trying to catch a breath ringside. Io Sky not giving her a break. looking for oh, she was gonna go for the reverse springboard, but Rhea Ripley grabbing her and sending her face first into the apron one more time, face first into the commentator's desk. Io Sky has been broken, or so it seems. The referee Jessica checking on Io, making sure she's okay, and seems like she is. But Rhea and Io are both collapsed ringside. Rhea, it seems like her back is in terrible shape right now. Io Sky seems lights out as well. The referee down to a 4 over here. Rhea Ripley, who was closer to the ring, was able to hold onto the apron, somehow pull herself back into the ring over here. Io Sky still down. Bianca Belair, though, trying to cheer her up and let her know she needs to get back into the ring, and she does. Io and Rhea back in the ring over here. AJ, have you done another long-awaited watch along? So, yeah, I know, Brother Randy. We have done it together, and tomorrow we're going to be back here for NXT. So tomorrow, the fun is going to be double. Tomorrow, NXT is going to be good, and look forward to it. I think we're going to have a good-ass time. I know, true. I know, apparently they filed trademark for her name, and apparently she's been training as well, so I'm happy for her. You know, Jessica is kind of popular even as a referee, so if she becomes a wrestler, I'm not sure if she's gonna do it in the WWE, but if she does it, I think she's gonna be a super popular breakout star. Look at her now. Look at her getting all angry right now, trying to separate Bianca and Rhea. Is Bianca really feels like she's concerned about everybody these days, right? Naomi, Jade Cargill, Io Sky. She wants nobody to get hurt. Okay, Bianca. Rhea Ripley now, looking to put this match to an end over here. She says to Bianca, "See what mania, Bianca," as she... Oh my goodness. Beautiful Hurricanrana from Io Sky to Rhea Ripley of the top turnbuckle. And now looks for a moonsault right there. Going for the cover on Rhea Ripley. What? I cannot believe it. What? 40 days away from WrestleMania, and Rhea drops the title? I cannot believe it. What the hell? I'm shocked. Io Sky is going to WrestleMania with that title? Wow, that was truly unexpected. So we're gonna get a babyface versus a babyface at Mania? Wow. I'm shocked. I did not see that coming, guys. I did not see that coming. I know everybody else in the chat as well did not see that coming. That's right, Matt Pro. That's right, true. Yeah, Ricky. The jaw has been dropped. Yeah. Wow. Did not see that coming. A three-way dance at Mania would be nice. But, yeah, I think it's likely. I couldn't have imagined Rhea Ripley dropping the title to Io like that on an episode of Raw. I couldn't have imagined that. Well, if Rhea's heading to SmackDown, it's good because, you know, she's definitely going to be helping that SmackDown roster. She's great. She's great. I cannot believe it. Again, this kind of goes on to prove that anything is possible in the WWE. Wow. I couldn't have imagined. I know. Of course, people want Rhea versus Bianca. This is crazy. I didn't think a minute before the match was over, I thought it was going to be Rhea Ripley. But Io Sky shocking the world. This was a total shocker. I wouldn't call it an upset. I'm happy because WWE is kind of unpredictable again and had been predictable for so many years. It's finally unpredictable. I like it. But I'm shocked. Like, honestly, shocked. Wow. Amazing. Wow. I love it. Things are only going to get more interesting from here, that's for sure. Well, with that being said, the show is over. And the ending was great. Look, they lost me a little bit during that tag team match with War Raiders. And also much of this match, to be honest. But the ending woke me up again. Ending was great. But I would say the first hour of the show was chef's kiss. It was so good. The second hour kind of lost me a little bit, but the ending was great. So I would rate the show out of on a scale of 10. I would give it a 7.9, or should I? I'll go 8. I'll give it an 8. It was a great show. I enjoyed it. Of course, special thanks to all of you for being here, for watching it with me. It was so much fun watching the show once again with all of you. And WrestleMania is up ahead, so we're going full speed ahead, and we're gonna try to do as many shows. But we're definitely doing all the main roster shows and all the pay-per-views heading forward. Tonight we did Raw. Tomorrow we're going to be here for NXT. And we're going to have a lot of fun. Thank you once again, my brothers, for being here. We got Chris giving an 8 out of 10. I like that. Drew McIntyre gives it a 7. We got Matt Pro Smoke giving it a 7.5. Very justified. And an 8 out of 10 from Ricky. I like that. Where's my brother True? Where's Andy? Where's everybody giving that rating? Come on. Let me know, guys, what do you feel? How did the show do tonight? Andy says, Agent Taker, see you tomorrow night. I'll see you tomorrow as well, my brother Randy. Thank you so much. Watch along 10 out of 10. Thank you for that, Andy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being here. What about Dynamite? We'll do Dynamite as well, true. We're starting off with WWE, but hopefully we'll do Dynamite as well Wednesday. So tomorrow we'll do NXT, and if we do Dynamite, I'll let you guys know tomorrow, taking it one step at a time. But thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you for the love. Great show. And tomorrow we're going to be watching NXT after a big-ass long time. So it's going to be good. Thank you so much, guys. Had a lot of fun tonight. We're going to have even more fun tomorrow. Take care. Have a good night. See ya tomorrow night. Much love, Andy. Much love, everybody. Thank you, Drew. Thanks, everybody. Good night. See you, Matt Per Smoke. Thank you, everybody, once again. Drew McIntyre in the chat. Andy, Ricky, David, everyone. Thank you, my brother Nautic, Andrew, Jonathan, all of you guys. Much love. Have a good night. Take care. See you tomorrow. Much love.